One of your colleagues, speaking of unemployment, says we could see 30% and a 50% decline in GDP in the second quarter. What kind of numbers do you see?
So our forecast of the Dallas Fed is not on that scale, and that we think you'll see a substantial contraction in the second quarter. Our own estimates is it won't be that big, but it could be in the 20s in our view. And just to point out, on an annualized basis, it will be in the 20s, and we can have some decline also, at least in the first part of the third quarter. And our own internal forecast here at the Dallas Fed is you could see the unemployment rate peak in the low to mid-teens, but we would expect that would quickly decline. We would hope to something like 7 or 8% by the end of the year, and then would have to spend 2021 working that unemployment rate down. But we'll have an elevated level of unemployment for sure as we come out of this.
Well, do you see a V-shaped recovery, a U? Could this be a very long, slow recovery?
Listen, everything we're doing, and in addition, the fiscal response is all with the intention that once this virus is defeated, we will move forward as expeditiously and quickly and strongly as possible. The thing that I don't know, and we'll have to see as we go, is what will be the effect on small businesses. And I talked to lots of small businesses as well as larger businesses. You know, a lot of small businesses may come out of this either smaller. Some small businesses may conclude that they don't want to continue to operate out of this, given that their businesses were not as strong even going into this. And bigger businesses are going to have to assess how much demand do they have, what's the size of their business, and rescale and reconfigure what they're doing. And so, and then the consumer behavior. We're going to have to learn what consumer behavior is on the other side of this. I would think consumers, and we think at the Dallas Fed, consumers are liable to be more cautious, may well save more. You could understand why. And their spending habits may be a little bit different than they were, and they'll have a higher unemployment rate. So I think these are all things that it's a little too soon to gauge, but we're gonna climb out of this. It's just a question of how fast do we go again from walking to running to sprinting, and we're still trying to come to grips with that question.